Hey, this is Bernie here. We're Saturday night, and this hour has 6 minutes. Quick humor for you. I think my good friend Carson and I both agree that people need to laugh a bit in these times we're in. It's tough economically and situationally with the COVID virus and all that, but humor can keep us alive, and it's our lifeline in some ways to be able to laugh, not only at ourselves but at things in general. I've had a couple of good conversations lately with people just that were filled with humor, and it's a way to cope, right? You know, my good friend Vern called me up the other day and was reminding me of the Hootie and the Blowfish concert we went to years ago that I totally forgot about. A bunch of buddies, we got supplier tickets in our industry, and he was singing the song, I only want to be with you. Anyways, humor. My favorite comedians in all of time, and I'll turn that down a bit. I got some music in the background here. Eddie Murphy, Eddie Murphy, and Jerry Seinfeld. And I think they're probably the two best of entire comedian time that I've known, anyhow. And the white guy, Jerry Seinfeld from New York, and Eddie Murphy, black guy from California. And anyways, salt and pepper, the salt and pepper. You got the salt there, Jerry, the white guy, the savor and the flavor. And then the black guy, Billy, not Billy, Eddie Murphy. And he's got the spice and the heat, the pepper. And they're just hilarious, those two. It's a good combination. I'd like to see those two on a gig somewhere. You can look up some of their old movies. Eddie Murphy is famous for Trading Places. I'm a karate man. I bruise on the inside. And he also did Beverly Hills Cop with, oh, sorry, I forget the guy's name now. Judge Reinhold. But well, then Jerry's just got the Jerry Seinfeld show and his stand-up comedy acts, and that old sitcom is running 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoons on CTV. So you can watch some of that good old stuff and have a few laughs, good clean humor, situational, all of it. I like it. I think I saw Victor Hedman and Braden Point today in town on their way to Moose Jaw with the Cup, likely back to the home country. But the good buddies sometimes hang out before they go off in their own directions. And I know these guys that are kind of famous, they don't come in wearing their jersey. They come in wearing orange safety coveralls, pretending they're working in the oil patch, so people leave them alone. But I'm sure they were in town. Probably took the long way, flying through Calgary, stop at Original Joe's and see what's going on. Anyway, see me, right? I thought I saw them there anyhow. A guy should ask. Hey, I have asked at times if certain people were certain people, but you don't always win on that one, so you play it low. But there's good news this week. Yesterday, Friday, October the 2nd, the Minister of Immigration from Canada announced that the international bubble is taking place for families. So, starting effective next week, October the 8th, anybody that has Canadian family living abroad, like I do in America, dependent or non-dependent, it doesn't matter, children, you can now come and visit and see each other. So my annual Father's Day trip is going through at some point, I'm sure. We're probably hopefully going to figure that out. We got some good holidays coming up, like Christmas and a couple of Thanksgivings, I suppose, or just any other weekend. And my kids are homeschooling, so I'm sure there'll be a bit of flexibility, but that'll be nice. And that was sure good news, because this COVID thing has not only restrained our economy, but it's also put a damper on family and friends and people getting married, and people want to keep moving ahead with their life, but we have to be safe. And, on the good news, I'm seeing the price of oil per barrel is $27 today. Like when COVID hit, it was down to $2.70. So it has been scaling up. And, it's not the $90, $100 like we've seen in the booms, but I guess I'd ask an economist, what has been the 100-year average price factored in with inflation index? Has it been around $52 or what? So at least there's some hope maybe that there's some light at the end of the tunnel and a bright future. But I'm signing off. This hour is 6 minutes. You take care and have a good night. And there'll be more things to talk about on the humor note. Check my thumbnail out. It's situational humor and comedy. Laugh a bit. Have a good night. Oh, man.